Hello, everyone. How you all doing? Today, I want to review a couple of things going on in the Stacks developer ecosystem, particularly about the Clarity V4. There are a couple of things that have changed in the way you write Clarity, in the way you build smart contract with Clarity, and there's some very new cool things I think you also will like. Particularly for me, I think it's the concept of breaking post conditions to smart contracts, but I'm going ahead of myself. So right now, let's jump into what's going on. Okay, this is Clarity before. It's already announced here. Let's check it out. This is kind of the announcements. But like I've heard in the docs though, so let's go to the docs. So yeah. It's of course an improvement on the existing Clarity version. And now we have a couple of things. Okay, I'll start from the number of tab. This is number two. This is what's it called? Around post conditions. So if you are let me go to okay, and right post conditions. So if you have been using Spark before, you know that there's a way you interact with the UI, right? Like it to show you post conditions before you rest smart contracts. And the reason behind post conditions is actually very, very simple. It's to ensure that what you want to do is what you do. And that is what the developers can ensure. Apart from having it in the smart contract, you also have to ensure some things are in the UI. For example, now you can say that to get say pay, you can say that pay 500 stacks to XYZ to as a break as a post conditions. Post conditions are simply the conditions you have to meet before the transaction is carried out. Without these post conditions being fulfilled, everything will be rolled out, and all you will have is probably your gas fee being lost. And the reason for this is basically because of security and to ensure that everything is going on properly. Now, if you're as you're aware, there is post conditions on the UI side, and now we are bringing them to smart contracts. Let's see how it goes. This is it here. So this is the introduction of restrict assets. So with restrict assets, you can actually set post conditions right from the smart contract. You don't have to go to UI before you set post conditions. Right from the smart contract, you can set your post conditions, and it will be very, very cool. If you don't understand in detail what post conditions are all about in context of Stacks development and using Stacks as a developer, let me know in the comments, and I should probably create a video on it and kind of explain it both on the user perspective and on the developer point of view. Yeah. So that's the first thing, allowing contracts to set post conditions. That's one of the cool things I personally love. Then let's come here. So on chain verification, now you can verify things if you are building using the trait of a smart contract, for example. You can kind of verify that the contract is exactly what you expect it to be. And we are doing that with the hash function. So let's come here with the hash function. This is, give me a couple of minutes. Yes, contract hash. So it's peculiar to clarity before, and these are the parameters of the function. So this is what it looks like. You say contract hash, then the hash of the contract and the name of the contract. Then you return okay. This is simply to ensure security and also user experience. Security in the fact that the contracts you want to interact with or that you expect your users to interact with are what they interact with. And on the UX point of view, it just helps you ensure that you won't be scammed and everything is going as it should go. So that's it on the your UX side of things. So let's check out some other cool things. So you can convert simple values to ASCII strings. I'm trying to actually see how this is very useful to be honest. But like I'm saying, okay, to convert Boolean or principal into ASCII string. Well, fair enough. Then guessing of timestamp of the current block. I didn't really know you can't do this with stacks before because I'm familiar with the EVM. We do the current timestamp thing very, very well. So I didn't know this is not possible as times before. But like having this is actually very, very good. So now the keyword is start blocks time. So it's that simple. Now, if you are using iPhone or you are basically the way everyone do authentication now is basically around passkeys. So now we are bringing passkeys into stacks as we build, and it introduces two new functions. This is a cryptographic function, checkup 256R1. So you can use this function to verify, to create passkeys. I, as a person, have not really used this. I'm just talking based on kind of as it is now. Maybe when I start playing around with these things or protocol I'm building, I'll have more to say about it. But I did sound very, very interesting. Having to have passkeys native integration on right the stacks. They're the dimension specific tenure extensions. Okay, what does this mean? It's simply about signers. So signers can approve recess one budget dimension, say read counts, without resetting the others. So more like specific segmentation of tenures. And I think that's also interesting. But for me, honestly, I think what stands out for me here is setting of contrast post conditions. I think I love that. Yeah, I think I love that. So what do you think among all the new stuff in Clarity People? What do you think starts out for you the most? Share in the comments and I'll actually love to know. Thank you.